Good morning, everybody. Well, hello, peoples. Welcome. Welcome. This is day two of the rest of my year. No, we're going to talk about the magic of communication. I have this deck, the Witchlings, really cute deck actually. And before I had no idea what we were going to talk about, and forgive me, I'm just waking up, obviously looking like a hot mess. Um, but yeah, it's cold. It's cold here in Northern California. Uh, it's like foggy and kind of gloomy, but beautiful at the same time. I'm looking outside. Still kind of darkish, kind of sprinkly and cool. And so that is why I did not go throw this in the dryer to get some of these wrinkles out because it's too cold to go outside right now. And I'm just waking up, so bear with me. So welcome everybody. I hope everyone's doing well. It is 8:04 a.m. this morning here, wherever I am. Well, hello, Celeste. Welcome. Good morning. Hello, Leslie. Welcome. But yeah, so basically eventually it's going to come out. My communication can work, right? I know. I shuffled this deck and I was like, look, what do we want to talk about this morning? What I don't want to do a message today, like a tarot message or anything like that. I want to focus on something else. So I got the Witchlings deck right here, and I shuffled and I focused, like, what do we want to talk about? What's really good for us all to sort of like tap into? And this card came up, communication. Super cute too, communication. And so we're going to talk about, well, hello, Stella Jean. Um, we're going to talk about the magic of communication. I have a few different like spell ideas to share with you, as well as several like essential oil blends. I love my essential oils, so I have blends for days. Some essential oil blends to work with magically as well. And then anything else that you'd like to talk about. But let's just get into this shit, right? Here we go. So this morning, this little blip on the card, I just right here, I put into that so you can see. So communication, this says, effective communication builds a deep bond grounded in common trust and understanding. So yeah, very interesting, very simple, and I think that's healthy for today. We need to focus on our communication, right? And so I'm just going to get into it. Different communication spells, and if you have any ideas for communication spells, if you have any suggestions, if you have anything that you work with, please comment, let us know, and have fun. Let us share ideas. So the first thing in regards to communication, magic, is friendship. I feel the first thing that I wanted to share today is like a friendship spell idea. So I want to give you ideas. This is stuff that I work, but you can utilize it and make it your own. That's the beauty of being witch, right? One of the many beauties, I should say. So, a friendship spell, okay? And for this, I utilize like 3 candles. You don't have to, but I work with a pink candle, I work with a yellow candle, and I work with an orange candle. I work with a pink candle to represent friendship, to represent friendship, unconditional love, communication in the sense of from the heart, and I work with pink instead of red because red to me is more like, fucking, and more like intimate relationship. So maybe like friends with benefits, I guess. But yeah, I work with pink for different type of like love type of energy. So that's why I work with pink in this spell. Yellow, we work with yellow for communication, yellow for that craving of communication, that hunger, that sort of initiation of let's interact, let's have this movement in our lives to communicate about friendship, to bring and attract friendship, right? And then, well, hello, Pamela. Hello. Hey, Jared, welcome. Brenda, hello. So we have pink, we have yellow, and then we have orange. Plus, I love the number three. It's powerful. So, orange, I utilize in this spell to open the pathway, to kind of like open the way, open the, clear out any blockages, open the pathway in order for friendship to come through. So, this spell is like to attract friendship, different types of energies like that. Does that make sense? And so on a pink candle, like if you want to make it your own, you can etch different like symbols or sigils into the candles. And so pink, like on the friendship candle, you can, or if you have, I don't have any on me. If you have like a novena candle, you can write on the, or glass encased candle, you can write on the outside of the candle, like this is what the spell is for, friendship, okay, and these are the different qualities of friendship that I'm attracting to myself. So you could do that, or you can etch different symbols or sigils that represent friendship to you on the pink candle. And yellow, you could the yellow candle, if you want to put symbols and stuff on every candle, you can. The yellow candle, you could etch different symbols in regards to how you communicate or how you receive communication well, different things like that. On the orange candle, you could etch different sigils or symbols or anything of that nature that is showing that you are clearing the pathway, you're bulldozing through, you're making sure that everything is right so you can effectively attract that friendship type of energy. Make sense? So yeah, you can have those, and then you can dress the candles with essential oils or oil blends, magical oil blends for attraction, for friendship, whatever it is that you are seeking. So you could do that, and you can utilize dry herbs as well. You can use candles, crystals. I really like, and you'll see, you can. I really like chrysocolla. Chrysocolla. I always think of Coca Cola when I think of chrysocolla. Uh, Not the same. So gorgeous. It's so blue. It's blue green. Beautiful. It is beautiful. I love chrysocolla for communication. I enjoy chrysocolla associated with the throat chakra, and helping to bring communication, navigate that, and bring healing there. So I do that. I like black tourmaline as well in regards to communication. And so black tourmaline is really healing. It helps to transmute energies. So I really enjoy black tourmaline in sort of like a friendship spell, because look, I want to be a good friend, and I want to attract good friends to me. Like, people, I want to vibe with them, right? And so chrysocolla to help set the tone for communication, effective communication. That's what we're talking about today. And black tourmaline to say, look, I want healthy friendships. I'm working on transmuting any sort of negative programming that I have in participation with friendships, as well as I want to attract things that are more about the ebb and flow of relationships. You know what I mean? And so that's why we work with black tourmaline. Another one you could actually work with would be aquamarine. I love my aquamarine, I do. But aquamarine is really good for kind of soothing and calming communication, and bringing about the sort of like fluid experience. Okay. And basically, what you would do in a friendship spell, if you wanted to, you could take like a piece of paper. Let's see. I have my envelope. You can take a piece of paper, and sometimes you could write like put symbols of like a butterfly or bird or wings to represent communication, and you could write friendship, and you can write the different qualities to friendship on a piece of paper, and then you can write your name on it, and you can focus this energy. Again, it's not just about intention, it's about all of the things. And so you can focus the energy, and you can call to your spirits, your guides, your gods, your allies, your ancestors, whoever the fuck you work with, call to that, and you can raise that energy to invite attraction in regards to friendship and what you're seeking in that space, right? Then you can, if you want, you can place your candles on top of it, or place your paper somewhere around it, and you can charge that energy, and then you can hold on to that little piece of paper and put it in a spell bag if you want. You can hold on to that piece of paper and just carry it around and think of friendship with you, or you can burn it and release it and let it go to the cosmos, to the gods, and send that power out so you can attract that relationship, right? So a really good like moon phase to work on this would be during the waxing phase of the moon. Again, do it whenever you can or whenever you want, because again, this is about you. This is about your work. So just make sense of it. Understand why you're doing something, and you don't have to wait. You know what I mean? You don't have to wait if you don't want to. So you could do this on during the waxing phase of the moon, waxing because waxing is growing, and we want to grow our friendships, right? We want to grow, we want to attract more friendship. You can do it during the full moon. If you wanted to utilize something like this to like banish, release friendship ties, or release like your toxic behaviors in regards to friendships, you could utilize that during the waning phase of the moon, right? Something like that. And you would alter the different symbols you place on your candles and such, and you would alter your like petition as well. But these are just ideas, you're the witch, so you get to put them together, but I'm here to offer some different ideas, and I hope that that's something that you get to work with. But yeah, you could do that and have fun with it. So that's kind of like a friendship spell. I think I would do this like if you want to take into consideration the days of the week. Friday is about Venus, right? Venus, and so Friday would be a really good day to do this. Another thing, sorry, I'm like probably not as energetic as I was last night because I'm so tired. It's early and I haven't worked out yet, but it's okay. We're waking up together, or I'm waking up and you're listening to me ramble. But Friday would be a good day to do this, or you can look at the hours. So you could even do this. Let's say I would feel like on a Wednesday as well, because Wednesday is associated with Mercury. Mercury is all about the communication. So you could do like Wednesday in the hour of Venus, right? So Wednesday dominant ruled Mercury in the hour of Venus. So in the hour, like, okay, we're communicating, but what are we communicating about, or what is our intention here? Venus, relationships. Cool. So that would be really good. You could do, the dominant is like your relationship. So Friday, maybe during the hour of Mercury, communication. Very simple, but you get the point, right? And so there's that as well. In regards to attracting friendship, communication. When I think of friendship, I think of really good communication. I think of people that we can be around, or just effectively communicate with. So that's why I wanted to share something about friendship in this video. So there is that. Another one that is really, really good. Okay. Let me check the comments. So let's see. I work on my throat chakra, which is for communication and for public speaking. Yeah. Yeah. I create my own sigils, and I've also used sigils that other people created as well. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yes. Oh, that's funny, Faye. I love it. Welcome. You never watched a video. Well, welcome. Now watch all my damn videos. Welcome. Thank you. That's awesome. Yes. Well, hello, Jamie. Welcome. So, okay. We're back on track. Okay, so I shared a little bit about friendship, and now another one that I wanted to share before I share some essential oil blends is how to healing communication, right? And so healing communication is another really great magical working. And so again, chrysocolla and black tourmaline as crystals, really good. Smoky quartz would be really good as well, to work with in anything that's like transmuting. Labradorite, I can't pronounce that for shit. Labradorite. I was looking to see if I have it here, and I don't. I have a really nice piece of lab, and I don't, of course, but I do have black tourmaline. Let me share. Let me share this. It looks more green in this lighting. It's not. This is black tourmaline. Cute, huh? So, anywho, to heal communication, you can work with like a blue candle, blue to represent like communication. And again, where I think of blue as well, and I think of somber energy for some reason. I love blue. Blue is like my fave. All kinds of blues, but when I think of blue, I also think of kind of possibly somber somber energy, which if we're healing something, maybe there's something going on and there's like an argument and there's some pain and some hurt and some grief there. And so to heal, blue is great for communication as well. Blue and yellow. Blue is wonderful for healing. Blue is wonderful for the throat chakra. Right? Blue is wonderful, just wonderful. And so blue is associated with all of the things in regards to the healing that we are seeking to take place or initiate, right? And then yellow helps to sort of like give some motivation, some energy, but also associated with the air element, associated with communication as well. And so we link the two, blue healing, yellow healing as well. And all that wonderful stuff. Okay. So blue and yellow to heal communication, right? And again, those are just my suggestions. If you can make sense of like, okay, I'm going to use a different candle, this is the color I'm going to use, and if you can back it up, if you understand and comprehend why you're working it, use that color, use that candle. This is just a suggestion. So blue and yellow and chrysocolla, black tourmaline, or smoky quartz. And if you need like a higher perspective, if you need like a divine intervention in the way we communicate and healing communication between someone, you might work with selenite. Selenite is a really good one. But if you're going to work with selenite, I would also add a more grounding stone. So again, black tourmaline with selenite, because selenite is a little flighty, and so to heal communication, selenite would be really good, but just mix it with and blend it with something like black tourmaline. Or if you really need to if you really need to ground it in the physical, maybe something like red jasper. Okay. But healing communication, so you would put sigils on your candle if you want. If that's your thing, you could put sigils or symbols that represent like how to heal or what you want to happen. So put sigils that represent healing. You can put sigils that represent talking, something that represents communication. A little mouth that has words coming out, but like maybe instead the words, like the symbols that represent the words, you can add like hearts, because my communication style is going to be received well. Like I'm trying to communicate effectively, but I want it to be received well, and I want to come from the heart. So maybe you can do a little mouth with little hearts coming out, and then maybe put some ears, like it's received, and wow, does that make sense? So that's how I think when I'm working with symbols and sigils and stuff. Like think of all of those things, because you want to heal communication. So you want to add different things that represent what you want to achieve. So you want to speak effectively, but you also want to hear, you want to listen, you want to be able to receive the information. So it's not just about you getting your point across. So another thing to do is, like, when we're healing communication, it's not just about us being received well. It is about us receiving well from the other party or parties. So we have to be open to hearing the other side of things, or hearing the frustrations of the other party, because we don't want to be that, the asshole that is just like, you're gonna hear what I have to say, you're gonna, and that's it, I'm not listening to you. That's not a really good friendship, that's not a really good communication style. So we have to work with being able to hear and receive as well. So yeah, something like that, and then put that on your candle. You can, again, take a piece of paper if you want, your little petition intention paper, and just write down. You can write a letter too, like if you are trying to work on healing healing communication with someone you care about, or just any situation. You can sit down and write a letter and pour your heart into it. You don't have to give it to the person, if you don't want to, but just write that letter as you are raising that energy, as you are communicating, as you have your candles laid out, and as you have your crystals laid out. Just write your letter and express yourself, and then read your letter as you light those candles and send your energy. And raise that energy and send it out, right? So light those candles and read the letter, express yourself, and also express that you're open to receiving information. You're open to healing communication. You'll do your part, and you're also willing to receive and willing to hear what needs to be said as well. Okay. And again, communication, anything with wings, really, like angel wings, fairy wings, just wings. You could do Mercury. Mercury is great at communication. The pages in the tarot, great at messenger, messages. Feathers, butterflies, wings, right? And so you can do that. Really simple. Um, yeah. Another thing that you can possibly do is, if you are trying to work at healing communication between you and someone else, or you in a situation, you can take two representations of that, of pictures maybe. And then on the back of the picture, you can write, you can write all of the things like we just expressed. You can write your letter, you can write what your part is, you can write your ability to be open to hearing what other has to say and receiving it well, and doing what you can, both parties, right, to heal that communication, to heal that experience. And then do this for several days, and light a candle, blue and yellow, right? And then bring them together slowly with the pictures until they're right there. And then maybe put a little smiley face at the end of your working, a smiley face over both pictures, and a heart, maybe. Again, simple, I know. A smiley face and a heart, simple, represents, good communication, happy heart, whatever that means. And don't think that good communication means that we are repairing the relationship, in the sense we're going to continue our relationship. Good communication, effective communication, may simply be like, we are adults about this and we can walk away. Okay? Does that make sense? So just a simple friendship spell, and a simple idea as well, a spell for healing communication. And you can make this your own, just some ideas for you to work with. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to share a few essential oil blends, formulas that I like. So this essential oil blend is really good for relationship, like to focus on relationships, as well as like our communication style, but our friendships, and really being like loyal friendships, I should say, right? Let me stop sharing this. Okay, well, good morning, Diane. Welcome. So yeah, this specific blend is more like friendship, loyalty, and such. So for this blend, you will need, are you ready? Palma rosa, orange, and grapefruit. And you can already tell by the blend, it's very exciting. It's very like happy energy. It's very motivating. So Palma rosa, orange, grapefruit. I would also I would charge this blend. I would charge this blend with garnet. Garnet because I first of all, I love garnet. When I work with garnet, it makes me feel really good, makes me feel really luxurious. It makes me feel like connected, beautiful, and it makes me feel like rich. And I want rich friendships, not like, like just rich, whatever that means to you. Rich friendships, worthy of each other's time and space, respectful, I should say, healthy, balance, and just that richness of what it means to have a really good friend, a loyal friend. And so that's why I would charge this with like a garnet. Okay. You could even just use quartz. And if you want, charge your blends. Just have fun with charging. I do. So have fun. You can charge your blend with anything that represents like a really good, healthy, loyal friendship to you. Okay. And that blend is Pomarosa, orange, and grapefruit. And then charge accordingly. Whatever represents, loyal friendship to you. Whatever makes you think of really good friendships. So anything. I would charge this with, again, garnet. You could charge it with something that represents a really good communication, like we talked about, maybe like chrysocolla, aquamarine. It's entirely up to you. So that blend would be really good for friendship and having like really strong connections in regards to friendships. Another blend, you're going to see a pattern here with the essential oils that are used in these blends. Another one that's really good for like happy, like really uplifting communication styles would be peppermint, tangerine, orange, and I add a little bit of lang lang. I know. Sometimes I will add a little bit of rosewood instead of lang lang. Just depends. But the base formula would be peppermint, tangerine, and orange. And then you can customize it. I like a little bit of lang lang, sometimes maybe a little bit of lavender or rosewood. With the lavender, I don't necessarily use a lavender essential oil in this. I've used like lavender buds, little lavender bits, and I'll put that in my oil. So you can do that. So peppermint, tangerine, orange, a little tiny bit of like lang lang or rosewood. You can add like little lavender buds to your oil blend though. And this, like for upliftment, you could really charge this blend with, again, citrine, carnelian, red jasper. Here, red jasper, right? So you could do that with a little selenite. Awesome, right? Charge that shit. Let's see. Do you use equal amounts of EOs in these blends? That's what, see, everyone's different. The way I create my formulas in my business and such is different than what other people do. And so that's why I don't give exact formulas, but I try to list it where the dominant formula, the dominant essential oil is going to be at the top and the least dominant is going to be at the bottom. But it's entirely up to you to utilize your intuition, your research as to how much you want to make and how many drops you start with. So it's more of like being able to take a concept, an idea, and making it your own, because everyone has different desires, different needs. But I try to share with my oil blends like the dominant and then the least dominant. So you'll know in this blend, peppermint is going to be a little more dominant here, and then you'll have tangerine, you'll have orange, and then you'll have the optional like rosewood or lang lang, and then a little bit of lavender bud. Yeah. And this is really good for like upliftment and communication. So with our friendship spell, if you want to focus the friendship spell on like uplifting communication, like support, this would be a good blend to dress your candles with. In our healing communication spell, if you want to focus on healing communication, but from a very uplifted space, you could dress your candles there, or you can dress like the paper, the letter you write with this blend, right? So there's that. Another blend that I will share with you. Well, good morning, Brenda. Welcome. Another blend. This is more of like a relaxed, soothing, calming communication blend. It is more like sleepy in nature. So this blend, okay, would be Roman chamomile. Some people say chamomile. I'm not sure. So Roman chamomile, lavender. I add a little jasmine, but let me just be honest, jasmine is freaking expensive, like crazy. So I'll add a little jasmine. Sometimes I use jasmine flowers in this because again, the essential oil is like ridiculous. So Roman chamomile, lavender, a little jasmine, and vetiver. And this helps to sort of like calm communication. This helps to like really be laid back and chill in regards to how we communicate, how we participate in the way we utilize our words. And it also, I mean, I won't go there. So I was going to say I will go there. I was going to say in malediction, this can really help, calm someone's mind so you can like plant thoughts and plant seeds. But let's not talk about that. But yeah, Roman chamomile, lavender, a little jasmine, and vetiver. And so this blend would be really good to just like really be laid back, be open. And you can use this on yourself. Like if I'm having like a hard time receiving something, if having a hard time understanding or comprehending what someone is trying to say to me, I realize a lot of times that's a blockage within me. And so I can utilize this blend to help open me up and being more receptive and calm about the words and the language, so I can actually effectively communicate and listen and receive that. Does that make sense? So this would be a really good blend to charge with let me show you right here. Still the cat hair. Amethyst. Oh, I do have selenite. Hey, look at it. Selenite's cool. Selenite. Actually, this would be a really good one too. For any of our communication, any of the stuff today. This is rose aura quartz. So basically rose quartz aura treated. It is gorgeous. This would be really good too. Smoky. Smoky quartz is great. Especially smoky quartz is great in this because you can charge, and smoky quartz will help, ease communication. It will help us to transmute any sort of like heaviness that we are taking on ourselves, and helping us be put in a situation that is more uplifting and more understanding, so we can work through and heal and move through whatever friction's coming up. Let me move this back. So yeah. Any questions, any thoughts, any ideas? So we covered a friendship spell, different ways to sort of work that friendship spell. We covered a healing communication, sort of magical idea, magical spell, and different ways to charge that, different days to work. We covered a few, and I shared with you a few magical blends that you can use for like friendship and loyalty, for uplifting communication, as well as soothing and calming communication. So the calming, the one we just talked about, you can also charge with aquamarine, which I don't have on me. Aquamarine to bring soothing energy to the mix, right? So if you have any questions, any thoughts, any ideas, now is your time. Otherwise, I get to go and work out. So fun. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any suggestions for future public videos, you're more than welcome to comment or message me. Let me know, and I'm happy if it's something that I can talk about, I will. If I don't know anything about it, I'm not going to pretend, y'all. I'm not. But I am trying to do 2 videos Monday through Friday, in the morning and in the evening. I'm trying to shoot for 8 a.m. and then around 7, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yeah, let's see. Can these blends be added to moon water to spray in the environment? You can, absolutely, you can. Yeah. You can diffuse them, or you could again dilute them if you're utilizing them in like magical oil blends, as in your dressing, anointing. Dilute them and use appropriately for sure. But yeah, you can, if you're going to use it in moon water. See, that's your moon water. If you're going to use them in a spray and you don't have anything to sort of like cut it and disperse into the water, you just have to make sure here. If you put them in like you have to make sure to like really, really, really shake it up, because when you spray it, when you spritz it, you want it to be able to have some sort of essential oil. Sometimes you can mix it with like a little witch hazel or even a little vodka to sort of break down the essential oils, and then add it to your water and use that. Yeah. But yeah, you can definitely do that. Just make sure you shake that bitch up before you spray it out if you don't have anything to sort of like disperse it through your water. Right? Yeah, I can talk about that in another video, Sky. So crystals to help manifestation. All honestly, it just depends on the type of manifestation you want. I feel like obviously, I think all crystals help in manifestation and creation, because they do. You know, amethyst helps us to create and manifest dream energy. It helps us to manifest different things. Black tourmaline, all crystals help us manifest, because manifestation is simply creation, right? So all crystals have energy that it helps us to create and manifest. So it really depends on what you mean by manifestation. But yeah, I can do a separate video on that for sure. Let's see. So any last minute questions, thoughts, ideas? But yeah, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you and your time. And again, there in the description, you'll find many ways that you can help support this channel, this page, me, interacting, sharing. That is so much. That is blessed. I'm grateful for that. So when you interact, I love it, because I like talking to you. I don't like talking to myself because it's boring. I enjoy communicating with all of you. So engaging with me is a great way to support this place, this channel, this business, sharing this. As well as there's a way to financially invest. You can bless me with something off my Amazon wish list, or tip me via PayPal. Whatever you can do. I really enjoy our communication, so showing up to these makes all the difference. I love it. So thank you so much. And don't forget, you can pre-order the Deviant Grimoire for a few more days. You have until the 9th. January 9th, 2021, that's when the Deviant Grimoire will no longer be available. So get your orders in. And yeah, I will. Okay, finances. Okay, cool. I will put that on my list, and we'll do a separate video on money magic, maybe. So if you have any questions, y'all, about money magic, comment, let me know, and we'll put something together. So again, thank you so much, and I will talk to you soon. Blessed be.